everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my video game collection. And these are video games that I have played throughout my entire life. And sadly enough, I don't play video games anymore because I'm all grown up. And I don't have time to play them anymore. But anyways, I'm just going to show you what I have. And I've had a lot of people come up to me in my personal life who asked me, "Hey, New Wave Rocker J, you actually play video games because you don't seem like the person that plays video games." And I'm like, yeah, I do play video games. I've played video games my entire life, and people to this day still don't believe me. Because apparently I don't look like the type of person that plays video games. But as far as I can remember, I remember playing those little storybook games on my PC. Like those Disney storybook animated CD-ROM games. The very first time that I ever got into serious gaming was when I got my first PlayStation 2, like about 15 years ago. And that was my first serious gaming console that I got. Also, previously I used to play on the PlayStation 1, but afterwards I got the PlayStation 2 and I started to sort of become a more serious hardcore gamer. So here I have the very first games that I got for the PlayStation 2 console. And this right here is Jam Pack. This is one of the games that came with my PlayStation 2. And these are just a set of demos, of really badass demos from 2002. And it has Primal, it has Wild Arms 3, Ratchet & Clank, The Mark of Cree, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, US Navy SEALs, and Sly Cooper and the Sly Cooper series. And I'll tell you that this game, well, this demo pack here is really good. I highly recommend Primal. It's one of the, oh my god, one of the best freaking games that I've ever played in my life. And I definitely need to get the real game, because oh my god, it's one of the most underrated games. If you have a chance to buy this game or to like play it, please play it. It's one of the best games I've ever played in my life. And it's about this girl here named Jennifer, and that's her gargoyle. And it's like a fantasy game about this girl that goes into another dimension. She gets knocked out by these demons. These demons are chasing her, and then she wakes up at the hospital and she goes into another world. And it's really good if you're into like fantasy games. And Wild Arms 3, I highly recommend this one as well. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy. It's a Japanese game, but it's very good. It's like a Western mixed with Final Fantasy, if you're into that stuff. And of course, Ratchet & Clank, you know, one of the best game series on the PlayStation 2. If you have a chance to buy all of the Ratchet & Clank games and play them, you know. The Mark of Cree, oh my god, you have to play this freaking game, because oh my god, it is one of the best games, also one of the best games along with Primal. It's very good. It's about this guy named Raul, and he's like a Polynesian type of warrior, and he goes on this journey to rescue his sister from these bandits and these bad guys. It's very good. If you're this game is kind of like a really mature Disney movie. It's kind of like a Disney horror movie basically, but with like Polynesian themes. So it's very good. It's very bloody too. So if you're into that stuff, you know, I highly recommend that. You know, I didn't care when I was younger. You know, I just played these games like, who cares about the rating? I'll just play them anyway. And Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, yes, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 is a freaking badass game. You gotta play this one. I had so many fun memories of playing this game, and you know, skating with my character, and just going to the mall and going into, you know, all these weird places in the game. You know, just skating. And the soundtrack's also badass too. Has a really good rock soundtrack. So yeah, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, you have a chance to buy it or play it, go ahead. I highly recommend it, and I highly recommend buying all of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater games because they're very good. I don't remember what the last one was. It probably was Pro Skater 6, and that sucked because I really like those games. And Sly Cooper and the Devious Raccoonus. I'm not a really big fan of this game. I think it was kind of like meh to me. And the U.S. Navy SEALs. I'm not a fan of war games unless it's good, But I'm not really into these war games. They're kind of lame to me. And of course there's Tomb Raider, which is also a very good game, and Rygar. I really can't say anything much about this game. It's not one of the best, but yeah, this is Jam Pack here, and it's got all the demos, and I enjoyed playing them when I was very, very young. And that's all. And of course, this is the best Christmas present that I ever got. Right next to my PlayStation 2, the console that I got for Christmas. This is one of the best Christmas presents I ever got, is Kingdom Hearts. Oh my god, if you don't know what Kingdom Hearts is, or if you've never played this game, I don't know what rock you're living under, because you have to play this freaking game. Because yes, I'm a die-hard Kingdom Hearts fan. This is one of the first games that I ever got, and I'm never selling this one because it's a freaking classic, If you like Disney and you like Final Fantasy and you like all that stuff, you gotta buy this fucking game because it's the best. So yeah, it's very good. And this game was really hard to play, guys. It doesn't matter if you play standard or if you play expert, it's still the same crap to me, It's still the same. It's freaking hard, but it's good, right? When a game is hard, it challenges you. And all the puzzles in this game, it's amazing because I like doing puzzles, and apart from the storyline, which gets me very teary-eyed sometimes. And this game always gets to my emotions. It's very well done. Very great storyline. And the gaming is very challenging, for its time. So if you have a chance to play this game, I highly recommend it. This is coming from a Kingdom Hearts fanboy herself. And I have the sequel, Kingdom Hearts 2. And this one, I really did not enjoy. This one came out in 2006. It's not really one of the best Kingdom Hearts games. It's not as good as its predecessor because it's just way too easy. It's just way too easy. And what I mean way too easy, it's way too easy. I think it's probably because of the drive form that Sora got. But it's just way too easy. I mean, I like the storylines because it has all the members of Organization 13, and it's got the Nobodies, and it's got, the other enemies besides the Heartless from the first game. But I just think that this game is just way too easy. I think that Sora, in the first game, he was just a rookie, but in this game he's got more powers, but to be quite honest, it's not one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games. I mean, it's just way too easy. Even though, you get to see other Disney characters like, Jack Sparrow and Tron and all those other people. It's just not one of my favorites, I finished this game like in 5 seconds, And the first game, I really had to go through a lot of work, but this one is just easy. Easy, sleazy, lemon peasy. And plus it's got the Little Mermaid in it. I mean, the other game also had the Little Mermaid in it, but this one, they turned Atlantica into this, singy, songy type of paradise where you have to play like songs. And it's just really annoying because in the first game, you battled with Ariel and you were kicking ass. But in this one, it's just so boring. So yeah, my displeasure with this one. And this one is also one of the worst games that I ever played. This is Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories. This is actually the PlayStation 2 version of the Game Boy Advance version of the game. It's the same exact game, except this one's on the PlayStation 2. And it's really no different. I mean, I know the graphics are pretty crappy on the Game Boy Advance version, but in this version, it's just annoying. You have to deal with cards and you have to deal with all that stuff. It's very confusing at times. It's not one of my favorite games, you know, but yeah, we all know that the Kingdom Hearts series is a huge brain fart because you have to play through all the games in order to know what the story is, and you also have to play the mini games and all that stuff, and I'll be getting on to that topic later on. This is the Game Boy Advance version from 2004. I played this one. The graphics are pretty crappy, but you know, it's a card game and you have to know how to play your cards very well. You have to be an expert at that because or else you suck at this game. And this one is one of the first PSP games that I got. This is not on the PlayStation 2, this is a PSP game. So it uses a UMD disc. This is Birth by Sleep. This, I would probably say, is a lot better than Kingdom Hearts 2 and the rest of the games combined, because it shows the new characters, Terra, Van, and Aqua. So I really enjoy playing this game because it takes place 10 years before the events of Kingdom Hearts, so it's a lot more interesting to me. And it's really not that bad. I mean, once you get used to it, you know, it becomes a piece of cake. But yeah, this one is a lot better than Kingdom Hearts 2 and the other games. So, with the other mini games like Kingdom Hearts 365/7 Days, I haven't played that one yet. It's about Organization 13. I still haven't played that one yet. I know that Dream Drop Distance came along a long time ago. I haven't played that one yet, but the reason why I like that one is because it has The World Ends With You on it. It has The World Ends With You characters. And The World Ends With You was a game that came out on the Nintendo DS, like in 2007. It's a very old game, and then they put it on the iPad and the iPhone in 2014. And I didn't play it on the Nintendo DS, I played it on my phone, and it's a very, very excellent game. You have to play that game because it's just awesome, and it's very relatable to real life. And it takes place in Shibuya. And if you're a Kingdom Hearts fan, you definitely have to play The World Ends With You. It's very good, and it has a very good, badass soundtrack. And the other Kingdom Hearts games, the other side games, mini games that are on the phone or whatever, I'm not interested in. I'm not really interested in playing those because, well, as I reiterated before, the Kingdom Hearts series is a huge brain fart, and you have to learn how to put the pieces of the puzzle together and put the story together so you can understand what's going on. Because half of the time in the Kingdom Hearts fandom, we don't even know what's going on, to be honest, because the storyline is just so fucked up. Yeah. So I cannot wait for Kingdom Hearts 3, which is coming very soon this year. It's in development. It's currently in development, and it's gonna be freaking awesome. And who knows, I might do a walkthrough on it. So stay tuned for that, you know, just in case, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. I will be doing a walkthrough on that, and unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing it on the PlayStation 2. It's going to be on the Xbox One, and that's what I'm going to do. So another trip down memory lane. During the early 2000s, Nickelodeon paired up with THQ, that company, and they did all these mini Nickelodeon games. So here, I have Tak and the Power of Juju. This is a very, very good game. And they turned this video game into a Nickelodeon TV show. So it's one of the best games of the early 2000s. This game came out in 2002 and I played it. Very good. If you guys remember Tak, he's like a warrior from a tribe, and he's trying to stop the bad guy Chile-Lock from destroying the world, basically. Very good game. It's very funny too. Tak is a very funny guy. And he also has his friend named Flora. And he does all types of funny things in here. Very funny. And next I have one of the best SpongeBob games in the entire world, Battle for Bikini Bottom. I enjoyed playing this when I was younger. This game came out in 2003, and oh my god, I love the levels in this game. Oh my god, I just enjoy playing this game from start to finish. Very good game. And the only playable characters we get to play as is SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy. And basically the whole game is about SpongeBob trying to stop Plankton from... Because in the game, Plankton unleashed these robots into Bikini Bottom. These like evil robots, and they were like wreaking havoc. So SpongeBob has to stop them because Plankton let them run amok. So yeah, and my favorite level is SpongeBob's Dream because it has this really nice techno music. So this is a really good game, and I just get the memories of it because I remember how good SpongeBob was in the early 2000s, and then it turned to shit afterwards. So yeah, one of my favorite SpongeBob games. I'm also not familiar with the SpongeBob movie game, Lights. I think what's it called? Lights, Camera, Action, or Lights, Pants, Camera, Action, something like that. I'm not familiar with those games. I know they all came from Heavy Iron Studios, but I never played those, and I wasn't really interested in those. And of course, I'm also a huge Harry Potter fan. This is the only Harry Potter game that I like from the series. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I have not played Chamber of Secrets or Sorcerer's Stone because those games came out on a PC, and they also came out on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation. I'm not sure. I never played those games. All I know is that they have kind of like shitty graphics. But this game here is one of the best Harry Potter games ever. I really enjoyed playing this one as well when I was younger. And basically it just follows the storyline of the movie about Sirius Black, about, you know, the Dementors and all that stuff. So if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know exactly what the third movie is about and what the third book was about and what this video game is about. It has very good levels. And it's very funny too. There's some really comical moments in it too. This one is also very good. Harry Potter and Harry Potter the Quidditch World Cup. And this one is basically like Quidditch in the Harry Potter world is like soccer for us normal people, you know. This is a very good game. It's got all of the countries. It's got USA, Japan, France, Spain, you know, even a Nordic team, Australia. It's got all of the entire world in this video game here. And you get to compete against other teams. And also you get to compete with the Hogwarts teams as well. So you got the Hogwarts team and you got the world teams competing against each other. It's a very good game. So if you're a sports fan and you're a Harry Potter fan, you gotta play this game because it's very good. And my favorite team on this is Japan. And who else is my favorite team? Yeah, Japan. And I like America. And I like England because I like their special moves that they do when you play with them. And and each team that you win, you get like Quidditch cards, so you have to make sure to collect all of them. So it's a very good game. And of course, you know, I'm a huge doll collector and I've gotta have, you know, video games based on dolls, right? So I have Bratz here, Rock Angels. This is one of the first Bratz video games that came out on the PlayStation 2. And this is not one of my favorite Bratz games. So this game just brought out, you know, my inner fashion designer. So in this game, you just basically, you know, just design fashions and stuff. And it also has a storyline as well. You have to do like tasks and stuff like that. It's a very girly game, you know. The only part of this game that I like is when they go to England and they meet all these punk rockers and stuff, and they get to play like guitar, and you know, basically you get to design their clothes, and that's the only part of the game that I like. So that's Rock Angels. And this one is my favorite one, Forever Diamonds. And it's based on that Bratz movie, Forever Diamonds. So it follows the same storyline of that game. And it's got a good soundtrack too. And also the reason why I like this game is because there's ice skating in it. Yes, there's ice skating in this game. That's the reason why I played it when I was younger, because it has ice skating. And you can design their clothes and stuff like that. And I made so many, like, I remember when I was younger, I used to make, I used to dress them up in, like, 80s clothes. Like, I made my own fashions on the video game. And it was, like, really funny. And I would also, like, do their makeup and stuff like that. Because I had so much free time back then. And they also get to go to Miami. They get to go to Florida. And other places like that. That's Bratz Forever Diamonds. And this one is Bratz the Movie. This is also a very good game. It's also based on the movie that they made. And this one actually has, like, music. So they get to play guitar in this one as well. And they have their own pets. You know, all the games have their pets and you have to, like, feed them and stuff. And not one of the best Bratz games, but it's alright, you know. It's pretty much similar to the other ones. There's another one that came out after this one. It was called Bratz Summer Camp. I think that was the last Bratz game that ever came out. And afterwards, Bratz died out because, you know, guess who took their place? Monster High. So next up, I have my Xbox One games. So, when PlayStation 2 got a popularity, I stopped playing video games for a very, very, very long time. I just stopped playing video games because the PlayStation 2 was no longer popular, and, you know, it was just becoming irrelevant and ancient history, basically. So I stopped buying PlayStation 2 video games. I just stopped. And I moved on to other things until the Xbox One came out. And the reason why I was interested in the Xbox One is because of the dance games that were coming out. And this is Just Dance 2015. And this game here has some corny songs that you get to dance to, but this is not one of my favorite games because I think the dances are it's just pretty bad, you know, and the songs are just meh, you know. It doesn't have a lot of good songs in it. So I prefer Dance Central to this one because Dance Central is better than this one because it actually has a lot of songs. It has 70 songs, it has 80 songs. It has those really good 80s routines. It also has 90 songs and it has really good songs from today. So it's a lot better than this one. Just Dance is just crap, you know. And I might get Dance Central 3. Might. It's a lot better, you know, in my opinion. Because I like my old music and I like to dance to my old music. So I have Game of Thrones here. I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. This game is pretty... I haven't gotten the chance to actually play the entire thing. It's based on the TV show. I'm not going to explain the TV show because if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you should already know how the TV show is. This one is Forza Horizon 3, and this is a racing game, so I'm using this to learn how to drive. So yeah, this is like my driving buddy here. And finally, I have the FIFA 15 game, and this is a soccer game. And I just like to play this game because I like to play the different teams while they're playing soccer. You can even play the World Cup on this game, and the World Cup's coming very soon this year, in June. And I cannot wait. So yeah, I like soccer. So yeah, I'm a huge video game geek. You know, I like to play video games. I always have and always will. Except now I don't really have time to do it because I have other things to do. But when I was younger, I used to play so many video games. Yeah. And I also forgot to mention that I also played Game Boy Advance, or I used to play it. The only games that I own from the Game Boy Advance are Lilo and Stitch and Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets is one of the best games on the Game Boy Advance. I love that game and gives me the nostalgia feelings, gives me the feelings because I love the music in that game, especially when it's Christmas time. in the game, and they play that twinkly Harry Potter music. It really gets to me. Yes, I get teary-eyed when I hear that. Just like when I get teary-eyed when I play Kingdom Hearts. So don't make fun of me, okay? Don't laugh at me. I'm not really a huge PC gamer because, to be quite frank, I don't know any other games on the PC besides Hotline Miami, and that's the only game that I play because it reminds me of the 80s. It has that retro feel to it, even though it's very bloody. If you like bloody games, then Hotline Miami is your game. And that's the only PC game that I played, and that's the only game that I've played up to this point. I'm not really a huge PC gamer. And when it comes to retro games, like those old Atari games or those old like NES games that came out in the 80s and 90s, yes, I'm a huge fan of those. Yes, and I do play them. Yeah, and I even play them online too. With those, using the ROM things that you install on your computer. Yeah, I actually played those. I also played Stargate too. So, and I will be doing a video on the movie Stargate soon, if you want to see what I've got from that movie, because that's also one of my favorite movies. And I played the NES video game of that movie. So I hope you enjoyed my video game chat and my video game collection. Thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more content on my channel. But otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, please, and have a nice day. Bye!